The moment nobody ever thought they'd see has just happened, and it's tearing the hip-hop world apart. Papoose, the man once celebrated as hip-hop's most loyal husband, has just broken down in front of the world after confirming the rumor that fans were whispering about for months. Eazy is the father. Yes, you heard that right. What was once speculation, gossip, and denial is now cold, hard truth, and the look on Papoose's face as he admitted it told the entire story. His voice cracked, his eyes watered, and for the first time ever, the man known for holding everything together completely fell apart. Social media instantly detonated. Hashtags like #PapBreaksDown, #EAZY confirmed, and #RemyExposed shot to the top of Twitter. TikTok was flooded with reaction videos, some in shock, others mocking the man who built his whole image around loyalty and strength. But the craziest part? Insiders are saying this wasn't just a confession, it was a setup. Leaked reports claim Papoose didn't choose to reveal the truth. He was forced. Why now? Who pressured him into confirming it? And why was Eazy suddenly so confident about stepping forward? The answer to those questions is darker, uglier, and more explosive than anyone imagined, and it threatens to destroy reputations and families forever, for years. Hip-hop culture looked at one couple as the gold standard of loyalty, perseverance, and strength: Papoose and Remy Ma. Their story was one of sacrifice and devotion. When Remy was behind bars, Papoose stood tall. He wasn't chasing fame, he wasn't caught in scandals, he branded himself as the man who waited. The man who proved loyalty wasn't dead. Fans celebrated him as the blueprint of what a real man looked like in the hip-hop world. But loyalty is only unbreakable until the truth cracks it wide open. Rumors had always circled around Remy. Whispers of infidelity, of secrets hidden behind closed doors. Every time Pap defended her. Every time he reminded fans that his family was untouchable. And for years, the world believed him. Then entered Eazy. Not just another rapper. Not just another name in the industry. Eazy was the kind of man who seemed to live in the shadows until his name suddenly hit the blogs. At first, it was subtle. A blurry photo here, a questionable DM there. Fans noticed coincidences. Remy appearing in places where Eazy had just been spotted. Cryptic lyrics that seemed to pointed to ignore. The whispers grew louder, but Papoose kept smiling through it all, behind the scenes. Though insiders claim he wasn't blind, according to one source close to the family, Pap always knew something was off. He just didn't want to admit it because his whole image was tied to loyalty. If he broke, the world would break with him. The real turning point came months ago. When a video started circulating online, it showed Eazy at a private gathering surrounded by friends, half smiling into the camera as someone teased, "Tell M who the baby looked like." Eazy didn't answer directly, but his smirk said, "Enough." Fans went wild, convinced he was hinting at fatherhood. Remy denied it. Pap ignored it. But the seed had been planted and it grew like wildfire. Every podcast, every gossip blog, every YouTube channel covering hip-hop culture started speculating. Was Eazy really the father? Could Remy have betrayed Papoose in the worst way possible? The drama hit its boiling point when alleged receipts surfaced. Screenshots of conversations, alleged voice notes, and even a supposed paternity test that accidentally leaked online. The papers weren't crystal clear, but they were enough to fuel the rumor mill. At first, fans dismissed it. Some thought it was Photoshop, another stunt cooked up by clout chasers. But then more leaks started surfacing: photos of Eazy holding the baby, old texts between him and Remy, even a timeline that seemed impossible to deny. The coincidences lined up too perfectly. And while all this chaos erupted online, Papoose tried to maintain silence. He didn't post, didn't rant, didn't clap back. Fans thought maybe he was standing strong. But insiders whispered that behind closed doors, Pap was crumbling. One insider claimed Pap was getting calls, DMs, everything. He saw the same receipts y'all saw. He knew the walls were closing in. But Pap ain't a messy man. He wanted to handle it in private. The problem is, the truth don't stay private in this game. The tension finally reached a breaking point when Papoose appeared in public looking drained, exhausted, and unlike himself. The usually polished, composed figure looked broken. Fans noticed. And then came the final straw. The confirmation, but here's the twist insiders say. Papoose didn't willingly confirm it. Sources allege he was backed into a corner, pressured by people in the industry who had already seen the receipts. Supposedly, if Pap didn't admit it, someone else was ready to leak the official proof. So the man who had built an entire brand on loyalty had to face the world with the ugliest truth of all. And when he admitted it, his entire world collapsed in real time. His voice broke, his hands trembled, and for the first time in his career, the most loyal man in hip-hop wasn't just betrayed, he was broken. The tragedy. It wasn't just about infidelity. It was about trust, image, and reputation. Papoose had defended Remy against the world, and now the world was laughing back at him, and Eazy. Oh, he wasn't silent. He started posting cryptic captions, throwing fuel on the fire. One post read, "Truth don't need defense. It speaks for itself." Another, "Y'all gon' see soon enough who the real one is." Fans couldn't believe it. Was Eazy gloating? Was he confirming the rumors without saying it outright? The setup was complete. The stage was set. Papoose had cracked. Eazy was smirking. And Remy, silent. Too silent. Which only made people wonder if silence was her way of admitting guilt. But the true chaos wasn't even here yet. Because the moment Pap confirmed it publicly, insiders claimed there was still one card left to play, one shocking twist that could make this entire situation explode beyond imagination. If the rumors are true, the next leak won't just confirm fatherhood, expose how deep this betrayal goes. And who else knew about it long before Papoose broke down? The moment Papoose confirmed that Eazy was the father, the internet didn't just explode and imploded. For years, people had praised Pap as the model of loyalty, the man who sacrificed everything for love. Now, his entire identity was shattered in real time. But what made this breakdown unbearable wasn't just the truth. It was how it came out. Insiders leaked that Papoose didn't plan to confess at all. He had been cornered. Private DMs were allegedly circulating in group chats, ready to be dropped at any moment. Screenshots, paternity receipts, even alleged hospital documents with names blurred out. Sources claimed someone gave Pap an ultimatum: either admit it or get humiliated by the leaks. And so he admitted it. But almost instantly, the backlash turned brutal. On Twitter X, hashtags like #PapPlayed and #EAZYBaby trended globally. Memes poured in, mocking Papoose as the most loyal clown. One viral post read, "Pap waited years for Remy just to babysit Eazy's kid. It gained over 500K likes in 24 hours. The cruelest meme. A split image, Papoose holding Remy's hand during her prison years on one side, and Eazy smirking with the caption, "Thanks, bro." The sting was undeniable. On TikTok, reaction videos flooded in. One creator cried while saying, "I can't believe Pap went out like this. The most loyal man in the game betrayed like that. My heart hurts for him." Another, more ruthless creator mocked the situation with a parody skit. One actor playing Pap crying. Another pretending to be Eazy texting Remy behind his back. Millions watched. But the real bombshell wasn't the us. Memes, it was the leaks that followed his confession, because almost immediately, claimed receipts hit the blogs. First came screenshots of text messages between Remy and Eazy, allegedly from months ago. The texts weren't just casual, they were damning. One supposedly read, "Remy, Pap can never know. He'll break. Easy. He already broken. He just don't realize it yet." Another read, "Easy. So when you're gonna tell him?" Remy, "Never. He don't need to know. As long as you know, that's enough." Fans lost their minds. If real, these texts showed that Remy knew the truth all along and was actively keeping it from Pap. Then came the voice notes, allegedly recorded late at night. The audio was messy but bone-chilling. A woman's voice sounding eerily like Remy was heard saying, "Pap's so obsessed with loyalty, you don't even see what's right in front of him. Let him keep living in his little fairy tale." The internet went nuclear. The blogs jumped in instantly. Remy Ma's secret betrayal. Did she know all along? Papoose played for a fool. Leaked texts confirm. Screenshots allegedly supported this claim. One, supposedly from Eazy's private messages, showed him telling a friend, "I ain't just taking his girl. I'm taking his respect." Fans were floored. Was this deeper than betrayal? Was this revenge? And then, to make it worse, another leak surfaced. This one, allegedly showing a paternity test. The document, though blurry and watermarked, appeared to list Eazy as the biological father. The baby's name was blurred. But fans didn't need clarity. The internet had already made up its mind. The fallout was devastating. Papoose went quiet. After his emotional confession, he vanished. No posts, no lives, no statements, nothing. That silence only made people worry and speculate. Was he broken beyond repair? Was he plotting his next move? Remy remained silent too. Her refusal to speak turned her into public enemy number one. Every hour she didn't address the scandal, the hate multiplied. Fans flooded her old posts with comments like, "Pap deserved better. You ruined your own legacy. Eazy over Pap." Really? And then there was Eazy. Instead of hiding, he gloated. He posted a photo of himself in a studio, captioning it, "Truth hurts, but it heals." In another, he wrote, "Some people call it betrayal. I call it destiny." The arrogance infuriated fans. But it also solidified the narrative. Papoose wasn't just betrayed, he was mocked. The industry began to react too. Celebrities posted cryptic messages, some siding with Pap, others simply observing the chaos. One rapper tweeted, "Loyalty ain't never been respected in this game." Another wrote, "Everybody clowning Pap now." But y'all wasn't there when he held her down. The division was real. But the darkest part of all, rumors swirled that Pap wasn't done yet. A friend close to him claimed, "Pap got his OWN receipts. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet." If he drops what he got, the narrative flips completely. Fans clung to that possibility. Could Pap, the man painted as the ultimate victim, actually hold the ace card? Could he redeem himself by exposing a deeper truth? If Papoose really has his own receipts? The first twist isn't that easy. Is the father it's that this betrayal might go even deeper than anyone has realized. And when Pap speaks again, it could shake the industry to its very core. The first twist that Eazy was, it's confirmed as the father was enough to break the internet. But what came next turned this into one of the most destructive scandals hip-hop had ever seen. The betrayal was deeper, darker, and far more humiliating than anyone imagined. After Papoose's breakdown and confession, silence fell. Days passed. Fans thought maybe the story would cool down. But then, the leaks started again. The first new leak, a private group chat allegedly between Eazy, a close friend, and an account fans speculated belonged to Remy. In this chat, Eazy was gloating. One alleged message read, "Eazy, he been wearing the crown of loyalty too long. Time to knock it off his head." Another message, supposedly from Remy's account, said, "Pap ain't built for the truth. That's why he'll never say nothing until he has no choice." Screenshots of this group chat spread like wildfire. Fans were horrified. If these messages were real, it meant that Papoose's humiliation wasn't just an accident, it was orchestrated. The second leak, a video clip surfaced, allegedly showing Eazy at a private gathering with the child. The child, still young, looked directly at Eazy as someone off camera said, "He looks just like you, bro." Eazy laughed, shaking his head but not denying it. That laugh alone was enough to convince millions that the rumors were real. Twitter went berserk. Hashtags trended globally again. Hashtag EAZY laughs. Hashtag Pap humiliated. Hashtag Remy plotted. But the most shocking part of the escalation wasn't even the leaks. It was Papoose himself, for the first time since his breakdown. Pap broke his silence not with words, but with an image. He posted a single black screen on Instagram with the caption, "The truth will bury more than me." The post had no context, no explanation, but fans instantly knew Pap wasn't done, and then came the industry reactions. Cardi B went live, shaking her head. "This whole thing got me sick. How you clown a man who held you down. Loyalty should be respected, not mocked." Her live polled in nearly 400K viewers, and fans immediately read her comments as siding with Pap. Nicki Minaj, never one to stay quiet, dropped a cryptic line in a song snippet preview. "Queens don't laugh when their kings break." The timing was undeniable. Fans flooded Remy's comments. "Nicki just dragged you without saying your name. Even Fat Joe couldn't avoid the fire." He posted, "This ain't the Remy I know. This ain't the Pap I know. We gotta do better." But instead of calming the storm, his words made it worse. Fans accused him of protecting Remy while ignoring Pap's pain. Meanwhile, boxing stars began distancing themselves from Claressa Shields, who had publicly supported Remy in the past. One trainer tweeted, "All that loyalty stuff is fake. Nobody's safe in this business." The boxing community turned cold. But the real shocking reveal came from a brand new leak. A YouTube gossip channel dropped alleged audio recordings of Remy and Eazy talking. In the audio, a woman who sounded like Remy could be heard saying, "Pap, always talking about being loyal. Let him be loyal to a lie. As long as you and I know the truth. That's all that matters." Eazy's voice replied, "One day the truth gone, come out. And he ain't ready for that day." The internet lost its mind. If this audio was real, it wasn't just betrayal, it was premeditated betrayal. It painted Remy and Eazy as not only cheating, but actively mocking Pap behind his back. The blogs ran wild. Remy and Eazy's secret conversations leak. Pap played like a fool for years. The most loyal husband in hip-hop was targeted. Papoose's silence grew louder. Fans speculated that he wasn't just broken, he was preparing something big. Some whispered that Pap had his own stash of receipts, and that when he dropped them, it wouldn't just expose Remy and Eazy, it would expose people nobody expected. The twist that set fans on fire came late at night. A new rumor spread from an anonymous account claiming to be close to Papoose. Y'all laughing now? But wait until Pap presses play. The video he got don't just show betrayal, it shows the whole setup. Y'all not ready? Fans froze. What video? What setup? Could it be possible that Pap had known more than he let on? This entire time man had stayed quiet until the right moment? Twitter lit up with demands. Pap, drop the video. Stop being silent, expose them now. He holding the industry in his hand right now. Suddenly, the narrative shifted. Pap wasn't just a victim anymore. He might be the man with the power to destroy reputations. In one move? But here's the most unsettling part. Insiders whispered that if Pap released what he had, it wouldn't just end his marriage. It would drag other names, other industry figures into the mud. Because apparently, Remy and Eazy weren't alone. If Papoose really holds that video, dropping it could flip the entire industry upside down. But will he actually release it, or is silence his only way to protect himself from the storm that's about to swallow everyone? By the time Papoose's cryptic post hit Instagram, the internet was already a war zone. The caption, "The truth will bury more than me," wasn't just ominous, it was a direct challenge to everyone watching. And instantly, the world picked sides. On Twitter X, the hashtags told the whole story. Hashtag Pap deserves better. Hashtag Remy exposed. Hashtag EAZY baby. Hashtag drop the video. Hashtag drop the video. One viral thread broke down the timeline with brutal precision. Papoose held Remy down for 6 years. He took care of her, raised her kids, built her up. And this is what he gets. Betrayal, humiliation, and the world laughing at him. Nah, he deserves justice. That thread got over 600K likes. Fans rallied, defending Pap as the ultimate victim. But not everyone agreed. Another thread shot back. Pap built his whole brand on being Mr. Loyal. But loyalty don't mean much when you ignore red flags. Remy been moving different, and he chose not to see it. That's on him. Thousands argued in the comments. Was Pap a victim, or was he naive? On TikTok, the drama was practically a movie. Creators stitched together every leak: the texts, the audio recordings, Eazy's smirk, Remy's silence. Some edits played sad R&B tracks over Pap's breakdown, while others used clown music to mock him. One of the most viral clips: a side-by-side Papoose's Instagram live where his voice cracked, and Eazy's video laughing with the child. The caption: 2 men, 1 truth. It racked up 10 million views in less than 48 hours. Fans flooded comment sections with heartbreak emojis, fire emojis, and clown emojis, depending on which side they were on. Celebrities jump in. Cardi B doubled down. She went on live again, saying Pap didn't deserve that, period. Y'all can argue all day, but betrayal is betrayal. She teared up while speaking, which made fans rally harder behind Pap. Nicki Minaj added more gasoline. In a freestyle preview, she rapped, "Queens don't laugh when their kings cry. Snakes in the grass get cut when they lie." Everyone knew who she was talking about. The barbs swarmed Remy's socials, turning her comments into a battlefield of snake emojis. Fat Joe tried once more to mediate. On a podcast, he said, "Remy, like my sister, Pap, my brother. This whole thing hurt me to my core. But Pap don't deserve the internet dragging him like this." Fans weren't impressed. Many felt Joe was still protecting Remy instead of holding her accountable. In the boxing world, Claressa Shields couldn't stay silent either. She tweeted, "Y'all dragging the wrong people. Focus on facts, not gossip." But it backfired. Fans attacked her replies with screenshots of her past posts defending Remy. The narrative painted her as protecting a cheater instead of speaking truth. Layla Ali posted another cryptic message: "Strength isn't just in the ring. It's in how you treat the people who love you." Fans praised her subtle shade, believing it was aimed squarely at Remy. The divide gets uglier. Podcasters, YouTubers, and radio hosts took sides. Some defended Remy, saying her silence was classy. Others shredded her image, claiming she was a cold villain who left her husband to drown. One viral podcast clip declared, "Remy ruined 2 men at once. Papoose lost his dignity. Eazy lost his respect.